Hey guys, welcome to Experience Design. And today, what we're going to be doing is to look at Mr. D, and I'm going to share my experience. So, I've tried to order food online, and as a designer, I want to share some of the insights and so that you can look out for things that you can improve, especially if you want to design a similar journey. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. Before we do that, actually, this is about doing brand experience analysis, right? And I'll be sharing a lot of videos similar to this. Hey guys, I just went to Mr. D Food Online, and I just want to record this experience while I'm ordering. So I'm just gonna be quick. And I want to share the experience that I had to go through after using Mr. D a number of times. So let's start with the good first. What I really like about them is that they help you to avoid making mistakes, and they know that customers, they're often like in autopilot, right? You could be busy using the app to order food while you are watching TV, or taking a quick break from work. So they display this message that says, just checking that you'll need to collect your order, right? This happens when you've selected a restaurant that is offering a collect option, not a deliver option, right? So thumbs up to the Mr. D designers. That's great. Other thing is, an empty cart still feels good, right? So if you've emptied your cart, you'll see a message that says, it seems like your plate is empty. Try adding something, right? That message sounds humane. It feels great. It doesn't sound like a robot is talking to me, right? There's some like thought process, and I can see the thinking that went to it, right? So salute to the Mr. D content writers. Yeah, and that type of messaging, right? It's been evident, throughout the app. They've done like a great job in terms of like trying to craft, a nice experience. So the other thing is, to regain trust from customers. When I receive my delivery, right? The pack is still like sealed, and I've had this problem so many times where I'll be like wondering, damn it, how many chips have been stolen. Sometimes I'll be like check, if maybe the guy has stolen some chips, and maybe do I still have 8 wings in there in the bag, and because of the trust issues, I'm happy that they've sealed the bag, and now I can be comfortable that whatever I ordered is what I have received, right? And I can see like here that there's a date, and that comforts me, because I can see, okay, this is today's date. Someone didn't just like pick up an order that was like left from yesterday. So enough now about the good. Let's look at the bad. What lessons can we learn? And I mean, there's always like a room for improvement. That's what's nice about user experience design. Now, there's a lost opportunity for customers to earn e-bucks, right? So when I was ordering, and I go to the steps where I've entered my details, and then I came across this section that says N loyalty points. Then next to it says yes or no, and I thought to myself, oh damn it, what do I need to provide here? I started envisioning that I have to go through like a number of steps, and I'm hungry. I need my food now. And I'm thinking, how will they link like F&B like profile to my e-bucks, to make this thing happen, right? So as a result, a number of for a long time I didn't earn e-bucks via Mr. D. I'll just order, right? And then at some point I was just like curious. I was like, okay, what? Let me just like choose the yes option and see. Only to my surprise that I had to enter an ID number. I was like, okay, maybe is this the start, or is that it? So I did that, and then that was like after like I don't know how many orders, maybe like 20 orders, right? Anyways, so what happened is I thought, okay, cool. How can we improve this experience, right? These are just like suggestions, okay? at at a very very high level, I can see, oh, n loyalty points. How about we say on, and then how about you say only need ID number, and that's it, right? And we elevate that ID number input right up front, right? And all you do is just click, you just provide your number, you click save, boom, you're done, right? If Mr. D did that, I would have earned so many e-bucks, and I can't imagine that the number of customers who are missing this opportunity, right? Now, knowing this, I would rather use Mr. D to earn e-bucks than use Uber Eats in this instance, right? So yeah, I mean, if we elevate this, the customer will think, oh, this is easy, let me just give it a try, right? I might even open up e-bucks if I don't have. Then the other problem is the delivery icon guy on the map. Like, this guy is fat, like it's so big I can't see sometimes where he is exactly, because that fat icon is like covering 2 or 3 streets, and I'll be busy like chilling, hoping that when the guy is closer, I'll have enough time, to go and pick up my order, right? Sometimes I'll rely on the sound of the scooter. I'll hear, oh, okay, the scooter is here, right? Or maybe I'll hear that like woohoo sound, yeah. So I have to quick because I have to quickly run, because I don't want that guy to freeze in the cold, especially in winter. It's not a nice experience for these delivery guys. Anyways, the other thing, so how about as a suggestion, right? We make that fat guy, we trim the fat, make him smaller so that he appears smaller in the app. We auto zoom out when he's far, and then as soon as that guy gets closer to my home, and we can zoom out, right? So something like this. So it's closer now, and I can see, okay, cool, I'm more confident, right? I can see accurately, right, where the guy is. The other problem is, promos, guys, like these promo codes, right? Every time I have to use this thing, I'm like, yo, where the hell do I get a promo? Is it in my email? Is it buried somewhere, I don't know, in my SMS? Is it still valid? Maybe I'm too late, I was supposed to use this thing last week. That is really annoying. Okay. So how about we actually auto-populate the code? Because Mr. D, you've issued to me, you've sent it to me, you know who I am, you know which code was given to me. When I use the app, just just populate the damn thing, make it easy for me, and I'll get my discount. I don't have to play this game where I have to go to my Gmail account and type Mr. D, and hopefully I can find a valid a promo code. Okay. Anyways, so the other problem is, okay, sometimes I'll try to ordering from a restaurant that can't confirm your order on time is frustrating. I'll just be waiting, and I'll see this tapping guy, tapping, and yeah, give us a bit of time. We're trying to confirm your order. Those guys, they've already taken my money, okay, and I've gone through a number of restaurants, what an effort just to find this order. It was not easy. I've spent a lot of time and energy to decide what to eat. It's frustrating, and I'm asking myself, why are they even letting me to buy food from restaurants with such a poor service, right? If you're not there, just say I am offline, and if I knew, I was like, yo, I'll rather just use Uber Eats instead, or try something else, but anyways, by this point, they've taken my money and I haven't received the food. Now the food is sitting in the wallet. I am forced to use Mr. D, and I'm forced to use find another restaurant. Okay, it's not nice to have unmet expectation. It's frustrating. So what can you do, right? You can say, hey, chef gone for a smoke, last seen 3 hours ago. Okay, or you can do what the other commoners are doing, right? Once food is in your hands, you take their money, you can just debit their account, right? So look, maybe you can just try to show me, if the last scene of the restaurant is like, I don't know, a couple of hours ago, etc., right? Don't bother to show it. Don't let me to order it in the first place, right? Or you can simply trust that when you deliver your food, you'll get your money, right? You can do this especially to the loyal customers, right? Because you know that these guys, they are likely to pay you. They won't cheat. Okay, the another problem that I noticed that like really bothers me. This happens a lot in these apps. Say lack of honesty in the pricing. I was like, okay, this is quarter chicken, single chips, Nando's roll from Nando's. Okay, I know this thing costs around 60 something bucks, 61 bucks. Here it's 76 bucks. On top of that, I have to pay delivery fee, which is fine. It's fair. You know, I'm not like driving because also like the petrol nowadays is quite expensive. So but at least like if you were honest enough and you like said, hey, this costs 61 bucks, we had to add X amount and so forth, right? And I wonder if you are not honest enough, right? Where else am I being cheated? You know. Anyways, so moving on, and how about you argue against like self-interest, right? Show the markup and show me, okay, cool, this thing costs 61 bucks and you've actually added your markup fee of 15 bucks and it comes to 91 bucks, right? Companies like this that are upfront, right? It's easy for them to build, trust and loyalty with customers. I would expect that. Okay. So lastly, right, I want to like just share some suggestions, friendly suggestions, to the head of digital at Mr. D Food, right? As a singleton, why can't you just say, hey, because buying one, getting one free for big orders is irrelevant. You can tailor the experience for that person, right? Why don't you ask me, hey, table for one or table for two or a table for a family, right? You can tailor the discounts accordingly, right? You can ask me, I can tell you, give you that information freely because you're gonna enhance my experience, right, on the app. You can observe my orders and let me know when you have specials based on my interest, since you already keep a history of my order, right? You can just like summa, make good use of it, right? How about consider my mood? Because sometimes I'm like, you know what? I feel like eating something sweet, or maybe I want to Netflix and chill with my bae in this cold weather, right? What would you recommend? Okay, maybe I'm in a mood where I feel like I want you to hit me up with something cold, right? Or I'm craving for a hot and spicy meal, right? Just based on the mood, right? You can just like give me some recommendations. I don't want to search for a specific restaurant. I want to get a bit of surprise. I know what I'm craving for. Anyways, let me shut up. I hope that was great. Cool, guys. Yeah, cool, guys. That was it from me. Yeah, basically I'll be like uploading more videos just to help people who are interested, to learn about design in general. And yeah, I'll share as much as I can. And also, if you've got questions, you can just drop them in the comment section, hit a like and follow to get notification about the next video. Cheers.